Are you looking for the perfect place to call home or perhaps raise a family? Let me take you to Fishers, Indiana, where I found everything I wanted for my family and maybe everything you're looking for too. Now, in this video, I'm sharing the top 5 reasons why Fishers became our home and why it might be perfect for you. Let's dive in. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Cameron Geesaman, a local Indy area resident and real estate agent, and I love making videos like this for people like you that are considering making a move to the Indy metro area. Today, I'm going to talk about why Fishers, Indiana is where I chose to plant my roots and raise my family. Let's get started. One of the first things I love and value most about living in Fishers is the public school system. Hamilton Southeastern School District covers all of Fishers and even a little bit of McCordsville and Noblesville, and is an A-rated school corporation and is the fourth largest in the state of Indiana. There are over 21,600 students enrolled in HSE schools, which has 13 elementary schools, 4 intermediate schools, 4 junior high schools, and 2 high schools. I feel like everyone here really values education, and for a lot of people like you that move here, schools are high on their priority list. Just like you, I'm trying to get my kids off to college, trade school, or something else, and most importantly, I'm trying to get them ready to be contributing members of society. One of my favorite parts about living in central Indiana is the weather. Now, that may seem strange because we're in the middle of the Midwest, so of course, let me explain. I love having all 4 seasons. Back when I grew up in California, we didn't really have much of a winter season. Here in central Indiana, all 4 seasons come and go, and none of them really stay or seem to last longer than they really need to. Except maybe winter. Those gray overcast days do seem to kind of stick around for a long time. Now, I love being able to go to the water park and pool with my kids in the summer and also snow sledding with them in the winter. Now, if you love experiencing all 4 seasons, then you really can't go wrong living in Fishers, Indiana. Another thing I absolutely love about living in Fishers is the location of not only the city, but also relative to the rest of Indiana and the United States. So, Indianapolis is located pretty much smack dab in the middle of Indiana, and Fishers is just to the north side of Indianapolis. Now, since the city of Indianapolis has one of the best airports in the US, a lot of major airlines connect and fly through Indy. So that means anytime we want to travel somewhere by airplane, we're only about a 45-minute drive to the airport. Another great thing about Fishers' location is that we're only about 15 to 20-minute drive from the 3 other major cities in Hamilton County, those being Carmel, Noblesville, and Westfield. I honestly don't think that people realize how close we are to those other cities, each with their own fantastic amenities, which brings me to my next point. Fishers has so many fantastic amenities. I'm going to do my best naming all of the major ones, but I'm sure I'm going to forget 1 or if not 2. First of all, you have the Fishers Parks and Recreation area. There are 15 major parks just in the city of Fishers, which is incredible. At these parks, you can find basketball courts, pickleball courts, baseball diamonds, walking trails, fishing ponds, picnic shelters, playgrounds, splash parks, tree houses, and honestly, so much more. Fishers is also home to Conner Prairie, a nationally recognized Smithsonian museum where you can kind of step back in time to the 1800s and see what life was like here in Indiana during that time. One of Fishers' newest attractions is the Fishers Event Center, which opens in, I believe it's just a few weeks. It's a 7,500 seat arena that will host professional sports teams, local high school sports teams, comedians, music artists, and more. Now, Fishers is also home to the Geist Reservoir, which is a 1,900-acre reservoir with a full-service marina, multiple restaurants, and endless lake days in the summertime. Fishers also has several golf courses, including River Glen, Great Eagle, and Hawthorns. And then there's also IKEA and Topgolf, which are right across the street from each other. And I didn't even mention any of the incredible restaurants and shops that are around town, but believe me, there are many. So for anyone with a family, or even if you have yet to start one, the desire to live in a safe area is incredibly important, if not the most important thing for you. Well, I have great news. Fishers, Indiana is considered one of the safest cities in the United States. In fact, Just this year, 2024, Money Geek named Fishers the second safest city in the country based on its analysis of crime data from the FBI. Now, a recent poll found that 56% of residents feel very safe in Fishers, and 84% say the police are very visible and responsive. I will agree with this statement as I drive around Fishers a lot, and I will say it is very rare for me to not see a police car while I'm out and about. For me and for my family, I love living in Fishers, and the presence and hard work of our police department is very much appreciated. So those are my top 5 favorite things about living in Fishers, Indiana. If you're looking to make a move to the Fishers area anytime in, say, the next 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years, I would love to be your trusted resource and real estate agent. I've helped hundreds of people just like you that are moving to, from, and around the Indy metro area, and I know this area forwards and backwards, top to bottom. If you like this video, please go ahead and click that like button, and don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss any of my upcoming videos about the Indianapolis and the surrounding areas. Oh, and here's a video that I think you might like. It's a Fishers home tour, so you can get an idea of what some of the homes around here are like. That's it for me today. Thanks for joining, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.